Hello YouTube friends. I'm out of camp today, but I hope you aren't expecting an exciting video, because I came out today to do some maintenance. My bike wouldn't start last time I was out, so I come out and put the charger on it. I'm letting the battery charge up a little bit, see if I can get it started and let it run for a little bit. One of the perils of leaving them out in the cold in this kind of weather. Anyhow, I thought while he's doing that, while it was charging, I wanted to try out one of these new little penny stoves or pop can stoves that I made, and give it a try with a little just a little tripod stand that I made. So I'll get it set up here and maybe heat up some ramen noodles and see if it works, see if it'll make it warm. So I get her set up and I'll come back and we'll see how she does. Evidently getting them lit's the difficult part. Well, as you may or may not be able to tell by the surroundings, the stove was a failure. Now, I've made several of those little can stoves and they all work perfectly. I tried a new one this time, and I tried everything to get that thing lit, and it just failed to perform. It never blossomed around the outside. I even built a little fire of fat wood on top of it and splashed the alcohol around, thinking that would heat the can up enough to vaporize the fuel. Nothing seemed to work. And the sun's going down, so I'm moving this show indoors. I didn't bring another stove, backup stove, and the fire pit's all covered with snow and the wood's all wet, and it's too late in the day to start fooling around with that. So I'm just going to eat my lunch in here while the battery's charging up and see what I can get into in here. So I'll put you in here and we'll make us some noodles one way or another. We're not going to starve to death. As you can tell, I don't starve easily. I have some, I do have some noodles and a canteen cup and some peas and carrots and stuff to mix in it. So we'll see what we can get made. Be back in a minute. It may not be old school, but it's dependable. While this water's heating up, let me get you up here on my... So while our water's heating up, I wanted to mention a couple channels, not that they need any promoting or anything, but just channels that I enjoy. There's a channel I'll leave a link to called Swedewoods. I don't know how many of you are subscribed to him or stuff, but he does some fairly long videos, outing videos, overnights and stuff, and they're all silent videos, but I don't think I've ever watched one of his videos that I haven't picked up some sort of a tip from. It's just, there's always, if you just sit back and watch the videos, there's always something in there that's just a little bit different from what everybody else does. And I really enjoy his channel. Like I say, he doesn't do promotions or anything, but or you know, giveaways or anything like that, but he's just a very, very interesting channel. Guy eats like a king out in the woods, so might want to give him a look over if you're curious and don't mind watching a little bit longer videos and stuff. He's really an educational channel. I really enjoy it. And another one is a kind of a newcomer. Not a really newcomer. He's been in it for a few months. His channel's growing really well, and I'm sure a lot of you know him because he subs to a lot of the same channels that I do. But it's James G Adventures, I think's the name of the channel, and this guy's like that's about as close to a fire master as you can think of. I mean, he tries everything, every store brand. He does a lot of reviews of like store brand fire starters and stuff like that. So if you people were interested in which ones work and which ones don't, catch up on some of his old videos, and I'll guarantee you that most of them, he's tested most of the stuff that's out there, and he goes out and he's the first one to admit he's learning, you know, and he's not afraid to try things, you know, and I admire that in a guy. He's doing a real good job. But I'll put a link to his channel down there too. You could check him out. I'm sure a lot of you know him already, but he's a good one to watch too. Time to make the noodles. We'll add a few peas and carrots to it tonight. So as they say in the movies, dinner is served. Go home, I'm going to go out and try to start the bike, see what it does. If it starts, I'll go home and think I'll go online and order me a Transio or whatever those little gas stoves are, because it doesn't seem like I'm capable of making another one. Like I said, I made several in the past and they all worked really well, but they went by the wayside. For some reason, this one just refused to light. So good thing I had this old backup here. She's pulled me through more than once, saved me more than once in bad weather out here. So maybe tomorrow, supposed to be like in the 50s tomorrow, so maybe I'll come back out tomorrow and play around a little bit, try to get a fire going. I brought a steak and a baked potato and some other stuff to make over the campfire, but I just got out here late, and then when I ran into troubles with that little stove, I just didn't feel like messing with it. So hey, that's what you do. Just make do. That's why you check your stuff. I'd have hated to have been out on a trip someplace or out in a camp someplace and not have that stove work. But then if I had my regular bag with me, I always carry a Esbit stove and a couple other little backups with me. But I didn't think I'd need it today. I was wrong. So y'all take care. I'm going to eat my noodles and clean up out here a little bit and see if the bike starts, let it run for a while, and head on home. Starting to get a little dark outside. So y'all take care, be kind to one another. I'll talk to you on the next one.